There's an energy today that awakens this hunger for excitement, to shake up our daily routines, to invite in new possibilities. So it's the feeling of restlessness, like when you know there's more to life than the mundane tasks, the responsibilities, the obligations, and it's pulling you to break free, to do something unexpected, unconventional, to take that bold step out of your comfort zone. Now, the urge isn't about thrill seeking, okay? It's a deeper call to discover what lies beyond the comfort zone, to embrace opportunities that could lead to radical transformation. Perhaps your relationship has hit a point where it's time to spice things up, or maybe an honest conversation needs to happen, or maybe we need to go on an unplanned trip. Okay, maybe there's a unplanned adventure awaiting you because things will come up unexpectedly here. Anything can happen when Uranus is involved. Maybe even following the conventional, and it's time to just get a little bit unconventional in your habits and your behaviors. Maybe it's time to shake up your routine. So join me as we embark on a journey of self discovery. We will gain an understanding of how to embrace this energy and move forward today and every day. So, hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. And welcome to your daily focus for October the 24th, 2024. So, the 24 energy is mainly about relationships. It's about growing that bond. It's about understanding if we are present in that relationship, if we are authentic in that relationship, or we may be looking at the person that is in the relationship with us. Do we have the support, and how do we grow that bond? How do we strengthen that bond on a daily basis? What do we do to grow that relationship deeper, stronger? 2 plus 4 is the sixth energy. That is our habits and behaviors. That is understanding what is working for us, what is working against us, to eliminate some of those bad habits and replace them with some great habits, or maybe shake up our routine in some way. And if we look at the daily numerology, it'd be a 1 plus a 6 plus an 8, and that gives us a 15 energy. The 15 energy is it's about understanding what shackles us to not allowing ourselves to move forward, what our limitations are, what are the fears, what are the obstacles, what are the anxieties that holds us back, what habits and behaviors no longer serve us, no longer has a value in our life, no longer is in alignment with our path going forward, and to look at what kind of change is necessary. Sun is in Scorpio, our moon is in Leo, and Mars sextiles Uranus today, and that brings in this exciting dynamic energy. Okay, it is a time when bold steps feel natural. Okay, opportunities just suddenly appear. Okay, so um, you know, embrace change. Move past your limitations. So you'll be able to do that with an ease on a day like today. We're bold. We have our confidence. So today we'll pursue opportunities that require a leap of faith. We're open to new experiences, and we don't shy away from taking any kind of calculated risk. So it's a great time to break out of your comfort zone. This is a great time to understand what behaviors or habits we need to leave in the past, or what we need to add to our life in order to bring in the richness of an experience. Okay, chances are we're going to feel very restless. We're going to feel very impulsive. So remember to ground yourself. We want our bold steps to be towards a well thought out strategy and informed decision. Expect an unexpected opportunity that aligns with your goals. Like, it's what you've been wanting or what you've been envisioning. If only this would happen, then this would make this so much easier. Those kinds of things appear today. Okay, or we get this sudden burst of inspiration that raises our confidence to try something that we never dared to try before. Okay, perhaps there is a risk present that you've been avoiding. Now, stop for a second and ask yourself, am I avoiding the very thing that can benefit me? Where in your life does change need to happen? And then center your focus and thoughts in that direction. We're encouraged to be bold, to break free from routines that shackle us from our dreams, from our desires. This is an energy to push ourselves past the limitations with an ease. We can be so dynamic today. So be bold, but you also want to remember that it has to be, it's probably something that you've already been thinking about, because we'll be able to make those decisions with a little bit of spontaneity to take that bold step before we talk ourselves back out of it again. Okay, let's go to the cards. And our underlying energy is the Five of Wands. This is I always kind of get this learning to play nicely with others. Learning to play nicely with others is really a way to do it. This could be competitions in our life today. This is definitely learning experiences. This in some way educates us today. Maybe we learn from somebody else, their skills, their talents, their abilities. Maybe we teach them. It's about allowing everybody to have their moment on the soapbox, but you also need to take yours as well, to show ourselves, to allow others to show themselves and their abilities and what they bring to the table, as well as being our best representation of ourselves in the process. The Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is one where we are starting to say, well, what if I did this differently? What if I moved that afternoon task to the morning? What would happen then? And you might find that doing that task in the afternoon actually takes like 2.5, 3 hours. It takes you forever to get it done. But when you moved it to the morning, it took like 20 minutes. So, wow, you not only, you know, gained, you gained time, you gained energy to put in something else, to do something else. And maybe it is adding enjoyment into your life, giggles and laughter a little bit into your life. So we'll be looking at different ways that we can actually change our routines, our path going forward. Maybe it'll be an unconventional approach today. The Lovers. So this really calls to the numerology of the 24 to grow those bonds deeper and stronger. But we could do that too under this beautiful energy that we have in the sky. Okay, does our relationship need a little bit of spice in it? Or maybe we just need to, have a date night or do something different, unusual, something that we don't normally do. Very unconventional of us to, after we've both worked long days and we finally got the kids to bed, to not just go drift off in our own worlds, but to maybe get a babysitter and go out and maybe just take a walk in the park, for goodness sakes, but do something different to breathe in a new life, so to speak, a new energy of life to a relationship that is worth working for, that's worth growing. But this could also be about embracing our dreams, our desires, knowing that we're deserving of it. Today of all days, we will feel more deserving of what we want in our lives and more determined to go after it, more determined to push through the limitations and the obstacles that we right now are holding us back from that very moment. So think about what is holding you back from your passions, your dreams, your desires. Okay, and you say, well, I want to do this, but I work a 9 to 5 and I'm always tired when I get home. And so give it 15 minutes. I'm sure you can wrestle up 15 minutes in your day to work on that business plan or work on that craft, to bring in your passion. Even if it's just scrolling through Amazon to see what tools you need in order to do it because you pulled out your tools and they've kind of disintegrated from not using them for years, whatever it might be. Okay, but in some way reflect on your passions, your desires, and something that you've always wanted to do but you've never done to this point. And it could be something in your business right now. Okay, let's say you run a business and you carry, XYZ products, and somebody said you should carry um, C, D, E, and F products too, because it just kind of goes hands. Oh, I don't want to do something like that. No, it's too much inventory. It'll mess up some things that I'm doing with advertising, and so you've been avoiding actually adding to the different things that you can monetize on. Or maybe you always do videos and it's one kind of video, and maybe you've always done cooking, and now you're going to do childcare too, or something like that. Like, mix it up, do something different. This is a time when your voice is strong, but your voice in action, okay? What your actions say speak loudly, more loudly than the words right now. And we have the Ten of Cups. So we are working towards our happily ever after today. What we do today will define our tomorrow and the tomorrows after that. It will, if we sit there and we contemplate on a behavior or a habit, maybe you get up in the morning, you make yourself a coffee, and then you sit back in bed for 45 minutes, scroll on your phone or to watch a little show or whatever you do. But you're not getting motivated, you're not getting things done. And then all of a sudden you look at the clock and it's actually an hour and a half later, and my gosh, I'm going to be late for work and I better get going. And you lose all that time. And so maybe a little bit more discipline in how you roll out your day. Okay, maybe after lunchtime you like taking that little nap. You're not really tired, but you always do it. You always lay down for a bit, and that might be your happy point, and we want to keep that into play. But if it's just wasting time, if it's just not doing anything productive, if it's not allowing yourself to dream of the possibilities or pampering yourself in some way, then it's time to dream of your possibilities and do something. Okay, you always wanted to write that book, and you go, yeah, but you know what? It would take me forever to write that book. Well, if you started writing one page a day, at the end of the year, you would have a book that contained 365 pages. Not too shabby, if you ask me. And I bet you once you start going on that, there'll be days when you can't stop writing, and you'll get an extra 15 pages in there. So 600 page book, all because you started with chapter one. Okay, it's the bold step of stepping into the experience that's so important right now, so vital right now. To take that first step, to step, you know, outside our comfort zones. Life begins outside of our comfort zones, by the way. Our comfort zones are really, we're on autopilot. We wake up, we put on the coffee, we brush our teeth in the same way, we take a shower, we get dressed, we go do this, we come home, we do this, we go to bed, we wake up the next morning, and we get on autopilot. So it's about spicing up your life. It's about taking a passion, a desire, and a dream and taking a bold step towards it. It's about understanding that one habit that you have really it works against you. It pulls you back. It burdens you. It doesn't allow you to just go out there and celebrate being you and doing what you love to do. We'll get an oracle card. And we have laughter 47, which is the 11 energy. We're really getting hit with these master numbers this week, aren't we? Where is the book? Buried alive. Okay. Laughter. Laughter breaks up stagnant energy, gets things moving, and helps you relax you. Laughter is a powerful antidote to stress, pain, and conflict. Nothing works faster or more dependably to bring your mind and body back into balance than a good laugh. Humor lightens your burdens, inspires hope, connects you to others, and keeps you grounded, focused, and alert. So, and it's been proven a 5 minute brisk walk will allow depressions to go away. It'll raise your sense of happiness, your sense of joy. Okay, all of a sudden the dopamine is flying all over the place. Okay, it can't be stopped. Okay, that's how your body naturally works. It produces the chemicals in 5 minutes of just a steady walk, like a brisk walk. will allow you. And I was talking to a gentleman not too long ago, and we were talking about that, and he says, he says, I hit a point in my life where, it was like a midlife crisis kind of thing, where he just thought, I can't accomplish anymore. I'm too old to do anything. I'm too old to start anything. And he got very depressed to the point where he went and sought out medical attention for this. And of course, they just gave him antidepressants and pounded him on the head, which he didn't really want to do, because he says, well, when do I stop doing these? Like, is this, my new version of life, to be just in a cloud of it's okay? And so he started taking walks, and he says the walks really helped change his mood. It didn't, solve the issues. He went to therapy, and it took a little bit for him to really get back on track again. But he says those walks, and he says, I do those walks to this day now, because I just feel good. And he says, but I didn't know before I talked to you why I felt so good after those walks. So, yeah, get out there and embrace life. I mean, there's just so much joy to be had on this planet, but you got to look for it, and then when you see it, you got to act upon it. Okay, only you can walk this path. Okay, you can sit there and watch that workout video over and over again, but until you actually do the exercises, you're not going to change much. Okay, we have, look at this, see through the illusion. See through the illusion. Our dragonflies appear. Okay, here we go. Accomplishments, inspirations, wishes. I've realized that the past and future are real illusions, and they exist in the present, which is all there is and all there. I have realized that the past and future are real illusions, that they exist in the present, which is what there is and all there is. Okay, Dragonfly reminds you that there is beauty within the simple things, a passion to lift the flight. Now is the time for you to reward yourself for every accomplishment, small and large. Shed the sadness from your soul and spirit so that you can see through the illusion that you have created that doesn't fit the real you. Pick up some motivational novels, stories, autobiographies, and feel the shift within your vibration. Paste sticky notes around your house, desk, or mirror, even your car, that have inspiration quotes on them. Share your wishes and your dreams with your family and friends. Dragonflies can often be found around water sources, so they represent strong emotion within you. Write a letter to yourself, forgiving yourself of all the times you failed. Then, add all your accomplishments that you had and want to complete. It's time to be true to yourself, the one you were born to be. Dragonflies come in a variety of colors and are often seen as magical. One moment their color may look green, the next blue, then purple, then pink. The message behind dragonfly is that sometimes life isn't all it appears to be. See through the illusion, and either you or someone else in your life is trying to portray. See through the illusion that either you or someone else in your life is trying to portray. Okay, life is what you make it. Okay, you get time, you get energy, you get space, and you've got to fill it up, right? So fill it up with your joys, with your dreams, with your desires. Step outside your comfort zone today. Okay, take that bold step that you've been afraid to take. You've weighed it out. You know you've got this. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.